In the past 30 years, the number of older couples getting divorced has doubled. Called silver splitters or grey divorces, the fallout from these breakups can be monumental, impacting huge families that have been formed over decades.
It's wild, isn't it? So let's get more about this with our relationship expert, Melissa Ferrari. Melissa, good to see you. Why are these silver divorces, as they're being called, on the rise?
Well, I think nowadays you can tend to... people tend to look at love and am I happy? Years gone by, people would get together because they wanted to have children, to make money, to build fortunes, to do whatever they wanted to do. But nowadays we have a whole lot more choice. I think we're a little bit easygoing nowadays with divorce. And so I think that it's just been decades gone by and things have changed.
The pressure's off, but deciding to get a divorce, I mean, it's really not an easy choice. So what psychological factors influence this kind of decision?
Well, I think sometimes for people, they get to, you know, what we call the midlife crisis and decide that they want to do something different. There's also, you know, when we're in the beginning of a relationship, you've got all those euphoric feelings going through the body and all of those hormones. And so you really are very much propped up. And so as time goes on, we do what we call automating our partner. It's like, I know you, and we stop paying attention. And when we stop paying attention in relationship, you'll always get into trouble because it's such an important factor for you and your partner.
So these splits affect more than just the couple, though. What impact does it have on a family?
Oh, well, it has enormous impact on a family, especially older adults, you know. Sometimes they've had children and they're looking forward to grandma and granddad being there together as a couple, modelling what we think is the right thing, although times are changing. And so it really has that impact of, gee, our family has fragmented, this is not what we expected. And look, some say, great, you know, if this is what you want to do, go spend my inheritance and have a good time. But mostly it does disrupt the family quite a lot.
What about finances? Because financial concerns can often sometimes keep couples together, but couples in their late 60s, they're usually thinking about retirement. So how does divorce impact them financially?
Well, it does, and this is why people have to think about it, because naturally everything is going to be split in half, and it depends on how much money two people have accumulated. But in terms of longevity, you know, we're all about survival, we're all about living a good life, and so thinking about what you're doing and splitting up your finances is something really, really important, because it really does disrupt people internally as well, causing anxiety when, you know, that kind of thing happens.
So what's your advice out there for the potential silver splitters, Melissa?
I would say really, really think about it. In my experience, and I'm working with relationships every day, I've seen people regret their decisions, so really, really think it through. If it's something that you really feel like you need to be able to talk it through, you know, sometimes people will go to therapy for like 18 to 2 years to work out whether it's really what they want. It's something that's really, really important to do, is to really think it through. And remember, you are getting older and you're going to get into your 60s, 70s, 80s, and nowadays we are able to outsource who takes care of us, but you won't have that one special person. So I think if you can analyse the relationship and repair, it's always worth doing.
Okay, Melissa, always great advice. Great to have you on the show this morning. Thank you.
See you, Melissa.